This is Game Chat with Bwana, your source for gaming news and reviews. Here's your host, Bwana McCall.
Hello, internets. Hello, internets. Hello, internets. Hi, internets. My name is Bwana. This is Game Chat with Bwana, episode 14. It's Monday night, March 20. Man, the month is gone. What happened in March? Can someone tell me what happened in March? It was February, and then it was like, March 28th. It's about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern, and someone accidentally marched. It's like they didn't march, but they like accidentally, like somebody just erased it from the calendar because it's gone. March is gone. It's going to be April. Oh no, we got, guys. Here's a tip. April Fool's Day is April 1st. I have to tell people this every year because I'm going to get story submissions that April Fool. Don't read any news from March 31st at 10 p.m. Eastern or whenever, right before midnight, all the way to April 2nd about midday, about noon. Don't read any news. Just don't read it. Don't read it. Now, those of you who know what it is, you can go ahead and read it. This is a general disclaimer. Just don't read it because it's all going to be fake. You're going to see unicorn meat. You're going to see Half-Life Episode 3 in about 12 different places. You're going to see so many April Fool's jokes. Just don't read news because you're going to get confused. But here at Game Chat with Bwana, we're not April Fool, and we're all about the real deal. We do stories. We do game stories throughout the week. We're going to get the last 7 days worth of gaming goodness and Game Chat episode 14, something that started a couple months ago, and it's kind of taking on. People are liking what they see. So we're here at live.bwana.tv or justin.tv/Bwana. We start about 8 p.m. Eastern, so we're going to go ahead and get started right about now.
Game Chat with Bwana is recorded live before a worldwide audience every Monday night. You can participate by suggesting news stories. Just register an account in our forums at bwana.tv/forums.
So we're going to start the night. We're going to start the night off right. And we're going to do it right. With the light in our sight. And we're going to talk about Minecraft. The first story that we're going to talk about is Minecraft. And often when I do a Minecraft video, and I talk about Minecraft on YouTube, and I talk about all kinds of things about Minecraft, people are like, how do I get to your server? What's your IP? What's your IP? What's your IP? Please give me the IP. And I give them a website that lists all of our IPs, and they go, I don't want that. Give me the IP. Give me the IP. I want the IP. Here's the IP. But I don't want the IP. I want the IP. Give me the IP. I want the IP. So there's a lot of, when people buy Minecraft, they just want to jump into the multiplayer, and they don't know exactly how to get to a server. So I found this article over on makeuseof.com. It kind of lists some, those of us who are Minecraft veterans, we know this stuff, but it kind of lists some basic ways of finding a Minecraft server online. And I like how they word a lot of things over here on makeuseof.com. First off, they give you ideas on how to find servers. They tell you about the differences between the ones, their creative servers and their survival servers. Obviously, the creative servers don't have monsters. They're all about building elaborate structures made out of blocks and more blocks and then blocks after that. Then there are survival servers which have monsters enabled and all kinds of stuff. Now they go through the idea of pointing you to several directories on all kinds of different things. You know, there's a bunch of Mine Status is one. There's a bunch of other homegrown ones out there. But this is why I like this article, is because, well, pretty much every Minecraft server out there that is worth its weight in salt probably has some kind of protection. against griefers. And the most common and most popular form of protection is whitelisting. Whitelisting enables the ability to only allow certain people to join. So you can't just have a random person jump on the server and start destroying things. Several different websites and several different communities have their own methods of whitelisting. Some people have donation-only servers, so you have to donate a minimum amount a month to join, which is understandable. Some people just can't afford to pay for the server, so they got to solicit donations. Some people have, like our community, we have an application form that you fill out. So we allow pretty much anyone to join our servers. You just have to fill out a form and submit, an example of your work. So we kind of want people who are sort of serious about building. We kind of check these submissions against ban lists and things like that. So it's very, very beneficial if you know these methods. If you want to find a community, you can join ours. We highly recommend ours. But if you don't want to join ours, there's others out there. And this article gives you the basic steps. I mean, there's a lot more to it. This doesn't list every way of finding a Minecraft multiplayer server, but it gets you started, gets you, pointed to some of the right places, and then you can find out how to jump into a Minecraft community. So check it out, guys, on makeusuf.com. Very basic instructions, but very powerful if you have just purchased Minecraft and you are looking for a multiplayer community. Check it out, guys. It's over there on makeusuf.com. So now we're going to talk about another Minecraft server, or Minecraft story, which probably is going to be the story of the month. Since March is over, it's going to be very easy to be the story of the month. I was cracking up when I saw this. Some guy used an RC car and some other parts and some other things to create a motion-activated Minecraft creeper complete with sound effects. So if you walk in front of this particular creeper, or you put something in front of it, it moves towards you with the remote control car, and then you hear a hissing sound and then an explosion. It's pretty freaking hilarious. And it combines a cheap RC car, a PIR sensor, several cardboard boxes, and a melange of other electronic bits, not to mention a good amount of ingenuity. So this is a good video. I can't play it on the stream, but you guys can definitely go check it out. Play it. It's not that long. It's only a minute long. It doesn't go into all the details. It just shows you the basics, and he shows how he tests the card and he tests some of the other parts and how he put the sound in there, and very, very cool stuff. So check it out, guys. Defend your home with motion activated Minecraft creepers. Now, if this actually exploded, this could be something we could probably put into the armed forces. What do you guys think? Should we send an army of creepers at the enemy? This will give landmines a whole new meaning. You're in battle. You're hiding behind a tree. And then you see a giant green monstrosity come at you hissing. And you go, "Aw, do you want a hug? Would you like a hug, green monstrosity?" And he goes, "Yes." It's better than espionage, that's for sure. Probably a lot cheaper, too. I'm on a tangent. I'm going to get off it. This is Defend Your Home with a motion-activated Minecraft creeper. Check it out, guys. Joystick.com has the details. Now, going along the same vein of, very cool home creations, I found this article over on MakeZine. They have a bunch of cool little projects that you can do at home, just with some stuff you can buy at the hardware store, some basic materials. This guy built a real-life coin dispenser from our favorite game ever in the history of time, Super Mario Brothers. It's a question mark block that if you punch, a coin pops out of the top, a real coin. And it's so simple, such a simple design, such ingenious, that this guy gets a zillion kudos from me, because oh man. Basically it consists, all right, let's talk about it. A 555 timer controls a servo motor to push the coin out of a top, while an MP3 player plays the appropriate sound effects. So when you hit it, you hit a bling, and then the coin pops out. Bling, and then the coin pops out. Bling, and then the coin pops out. So if you're looking to do something fun, you want to get into, I took mechanical engineering in college, and this is the kind of things that you do. These little simple things like that to get some of the principles of basic design. You know, if you want to practice something like this, if you're thinking about becoming an engineer one day, you know, you should try this out. Go to the hardware store, see if you can get the parts, see if you can understand everything. And you can do these little weekend projects, have fun, post a video. Hey, maybe even make a few bucks off of some Google AdSense ads on the YouTube video. Check it out, guys. A very, very cool home project. Score coins like Mario. Real life, homegrown project. Servo motors, MP3 players, and the like. Real coins coming out of a box on the internet. Check it out, guys. Magazine.com has the details over here. Now, we are going to next talk about a game that I have been playing for a while on the iPhone. Now, the problem is that this game is on iPhone and iPod Touch and on Android. They're coming out with movies. I think it's on, it's on PSN. No, it's not on PSN. It's on Xbox Live, right? It's on one of the consoles. I can't remember. It's basically everywhere. And if you're wondering about why it's so popular and you haven't bought it, here's something for you. You can get Angry Birds for free on PC, but there's a catch. Always a catch. If you can put up with signing up for an Intel, I think it's called App Up. Yeah, Intel App Up account. You will need a verified email address and a name. If you sign up for that, you'll get a free copy of Angry Birds for a high value of $5. So I mean, if you want to try it for free, try to see what the hoopla is all about. Why everybody's going nuts about this game? It's a free way to do it. I do know this. The game will get you. It will get you. Apparently the chat room is telling me that it's not free anymore, that they're all gone. Really? Okay. Well, it's worth a shot anyway. Let's scroll down the comments real quick. Anyway, if it's not free anymore, you can shell out $5. I do believe it's free, but if it's not free anymore, you can check it out. This is over on Destructoid.com. Get Angry Birds free for PC over here. Now let's talk about some other free games, because free is good. And you remember I had this big rant about beta games being a new demo, and I think I said it was before I actually did that. Beta games are the new demo. I said free games. You know, you sign up for every beta because you get free games. All you got to do is meet the minimum specs and have enough hard drive space, and free games. Free games. Here's another free game in the form of Darkspore. And I got notified about this a while ago, but I just never signed up. They actually invited me to the beta, and I never signed up because I'm lazy. Not lazy, I just don't have enough time. So now it's available on Steam, which takes all but some of the grunt work out of it. It makes it a little bit easier to get into it. You don't have to apply for a beta key. Once you download it on Steam, go to the Darkspore beta page on Steam. You can download the game, and it will pop out a key. You can register with EA. Now, I downloaded the game, installed it, configured the video, and I had to sign up for an EA account, and I thought I had an EA account, but it doesn't recognize me. So it looks like I got to create a separate EA account for this. I think I got like 10 EA accounts now, which is kind of a pain. So Darkspore Beta is now available on Steam, so you guys can go check that out. This is an action RPG. If you don't know what type of game it is, I looked at it. I've looked at the gameplay. I've heard about it. It kind of reminds me of a sci-fi Diablo type game. If you played Torchlight, these action RPG games, it kind of reminds me of that. Kind of like Diablo, but it's like more sci-fi-ish. You got these alien creatures instead of, you know, like the medieval stuff. So you can check that out over there. So check it out. Over on store.steampower.com on Steam. Absolutely free. Free game! Okay. Chugga-lugga-lugga-lugga-lugga-lugga-lugga. Chugga-lugga-lugga-lugga-lugga along. Rift. Let's talk about Rift, the MMO that has taken the world by storm. Very, very popular MMO, alternate to World of Warcraft. And we're going to talk about how a hacker has managed to fix Rift. A hacker has fixed Rift. Now, you don't hear stories about white hat hackers too often. You often hear about the black hat hackers. And, you know, the term white hat comes from the friendly hackers who are aiming to help. They generally do good deeds. They generally perform hacking tasks to help companies, whereas the black hat tend to do a little bit more malicious behavior and a little bit more malicious activity, and most times illegal stuff. So in this case, this hacker had his Rift account compromised. It was stolen. It was basically hijacked. So he looked into it and he found the problem. Once he found the problem, he submitted the problem to Rift. And check this out, guys. You are not going to believe this. If you scroll down and read this, just go to the part where it says this. Let's find it. It says that a patch was deployed just over 2 hours after the exploit was revealed. They patched it in 2 hours. They patched. Now, get this now. I have never heard of this. I've never seen of this. Any company doing this. This is incredible. 2 hours after he reported the exploit, the patch was deployed. So they had to write it, they had to compile it, they had to verify it, and they had to release it, and they did it in 2 hours. I gotta commend them, even though it was a blatant exploit. Account thefts were occurring left and right. The guy who was this is the funny part. His name was called Man with the Plan, and the last line here says, "We definitely like to thank Mr. Man with the Plan for the well-timed assist. Sir, we salute you and offer our most heartfelt thanks, Mr. Man with the Plan." Thank you, sir, Mr. Man with the Plan. You are a gentleman among scholars. Yeah, Mr. Man with the Plan. Awesome. I love how he addressed him by his handle. Check it out, guys. A hacker helps out the Rift community, the Rift peoples about the stuffs and the things. Hackers helping white hat stuff. You love to hear about this stuff. Check it out, guys, over on GamePolitics.com. So now we're going to talk about another MMO, which I think a lot of you are excited about. A lot of people are looking forward to SWTOR. That's the unofficial name because that's the initials. It's an acronym or whatever. Star Wars: The Old Republic. SWTOR. And this is going to be another Star Wars universe MMO. Everybody's looking forward to it. And hyped beyond measure. So if you want to you just want to get your little taste buds filled with SWTOR goodness, you want to salivate a little bit, check out this new video that was posted that kind of chronicles the progression of the Jedi Knight class, which is obviously, everybody knows, it's going to be the most popular class in the initial run. Everybody's going to go Jedi. I want to go Jedi. I want to be Luke. I want to be Luke. I want to be Luke. Be Luke. I'm going to name myself Luke Skywalker. Because I want to be Luke. I want to be Luke. Luke, use the Force, Luke. I'm Luke. Anyway, check it. It progresses the Jedi Knight class, and the thing I like about it, the thing I really like about it is that when you start off, you got like a Nerf bat. It looks like a plastic. A toy lightsaber. It's not even a real lightsaber. It's like a Nerf bat. And you're just whacking away at stuff with a Nerf bat. It's like you're not even a Jedi enough to have a real lightsaber. You get a Nerf bat. I love that. Then you progress, and then they show you get more skills. They had dual wielding. They had tank classes. One of the guys he had a rogue look. He had a hood. He was dual wielding. So a lot of different abilities. The boomerang, the Jedi boomerang trick where they throw the lightsaber and it boomerangs. All kinds of abilities. In this video, they highlight a lot of that stuff in here. Can't play it on the stream, but you can check it out. Go to multiplayerblog.mtv.com. They got the details about that story. And the SWTOR Jedi Knight progression. Now, how many of you are going to play Jedi Knight? I don't know. We'll see. I think it's going to be all of you. All of you. Check it out.
Please support Game Chat with Bwana by turning off your ad blocking software.
Now we're going to talk about another MMO that a lot of us haven't been following. We haven't been following this one that much. And when I say all of us, I mean me. I talked about the release, but I haven't been following it lately. And I was pleasantly surprised to find out that it's doing very well. This is Battlestar Galactica Online, BGO. And apparently the company Big Point said it was their biggest game launch. Now, take a wild guess. And I know all of you are going to guess by reading the article. But take a wild guess at how much money they're making a month. It's a free-to-play MMO. Take a wild guess. How much money are they making a month? Let's see. According to the article, he expects the title to rake in over $1 million in revenue per month. Not profit, but revenue. It's not bad for a free MMO. That's not bad at all. Gotta say. I'm not sure what this signal is. This symbol is. Where is this company based out of? I'm not very good with money symbols, but that's not a dollar. I don't know what that is. So, but anyway, 1 million and something. Could it be 1 million Game of Life bucks? 1 million gil? 1 million in virtual money? Yeah, virtual money is good, yeah. 1 million in SpongeBob nematode bills. 1 million COD points. There you go. It's 1 million COD points. 1 million Homefront Battle points. 1 million Microsoft points. 1 million credits. 1 million Bwana bucks. Check it out, guys. The game is doing pretty well. And when I featured it on Game Chat with Bwana, it was, we looked at the graphics and we laughed. We did. You guys did. I chuckled inside, but you didn't see it external. I was like, tee. I had my poker face on. I was like, tee, 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 tee. I was chuckling internally because it looked kind of bad. But it's free to play, MMO, doing very well because the IP is strong. People love their Battlestar Galactica Online. Check it out, guys. Joystick.com has the details, the story. We'll watch on about that story right now. Now, from the Department of the Evil People Department. Have you guys ever played a game called QWOP? One does not simply QWOP into Mordor. Well, QWOP was a game where you used the keyboard to control this guy running. And you had to control his muscles, his thigh muscles, his calf muscles. And it was very difficult. One does not simply QWOP into Mordor. This is what gets me. You play that game for a while, it's hilarious. It's like people like, oh, I went 25 meters. Oh, I'm good. And I'm like, man, I'm just sitting here laughing at the guy and his goofy mannerisms because he just looks so funny running. So they've come out with a new game called GIRP. Where did he get these names from? I know where QWOP came from because those were the keys you used, but did this GIRP? GIRP. It's like you can make a sound effect soundboard with this. It's like GIRP, QWOP, GIRP, QWOP, GIRP, QWOP. It's like it'd be a new language. Sir, what nationality do you claim? GIRP. Excuse me? GIRP. Did you say derp? GIRP. GIRP, QWOP, curls. And you look at them like... Anyway, this new game is called GIRP. And you have to climb with this guy up this wall. And you use the keys on your keyboard to kind of denote where you want the guy to grab next. And you use like control and some other key to like flex his muscles and pull himself up. And it's a game that induces carpal tunnel of the GIRP degree. Your hands will cramp in ways you will not want to remember in the land of GIRP. It's just like, it's so difficult. So hard for me. And but if you're up for a challenge, you want arthritis in your hands, and you have nothing better to do on a Saturday afternoon, hey, go play some GIRP. QWOP. Cool. Check it out, guys. Joystick had the story. We posted some links on the forum. It's a free-to-play game on your web browser, and it's hard. The GIRP is hard, guys. I found it very difficult. The QWOP wasn't... You could cheat with QWOP. You could just, like, spam keys and, like, skirt on your knee across it, like... Hey. But GIRP, this Aquaman dude, he's like... He's evil. He's like the evil Aquaman. Check it out, guys. Try to come to GIRPs with QWOP, creators' new game, over on joystick.com. One does not simply QWOP into Mordor. Let's talk about our next story, which is Crysis. Woohoo! Crysis came out on the 22nd, and Crysis 2, I should say, was met with some favorable reviews. The reviewers generally liked the game. They said that the single player was good, and the multiplayer was kind of iffy. You could kind of think of it as like the reverse of the Homefront reviews. People said the Homefront single player sucked and the multiplayer was good. They're kind of saying the opposite for Crysis 2. They're saying that the Crysis 2 single player is good and the multiplayer is like So this is on my wish list, but I'm not gonna buy it no time soon. Don't have the money to buy it, number one. And you know, I'm playing Homefront right now, so it's on my wish list. So I'm just like, hey, if you want to gift it, I'll play it. But otherwise, I'm not gonna buy it. And the reason why I'm talking about this story is because the sad state of these releases. And I tweeted this after I read this story. I was like, does anybody remember like the last time we had a stable release? It's like, man, all these PC games that come out, they come out buggy, especially the shooters. They come out with all these bugs, and it's like, oh, and if you buy it like the first week, you have to sift through all these bugs, all these problems, all these issues, and it's like, man, it's getting worse. You would think it would get better over time. You would think these companies would get better with their releases as they release more games, but they're just buggy. And this story here talks about some of the problems that Crysis 2 had. Now, before I even talk about the problems, the thing I saw in the headline just shocked me. I was like, Crysis 2 removes auto-aim? Since when does a PC shooter have auto-aim? I can't fathom why a PC game would have auto-aim. Why would you do that? And if you look at the notes down here, it says remove auto-aim. This has now been completely removed due to overwhelming community feedback. Yeah. Why do you need auto-aim in a PC shooter? I can understand that the consoles kind of need it because of the nature of the control scheme. Auto-aim, or aim assist as we call it. Auto-aim is kind of bad. That sounds like a hack. But aim assist, it kind of helps you aim a little bit. And some people even turn that off because it makes it harder. But on a PC game, one does not simply auto-aim into Mordor. You don't do that on PC. It shocked me. It shocked me. I just didn't understand it. But anyway, they had server browser. Nobody can get a server browser right. All these new games, even Homefront, the server browser sucks. It doesn't show your friends. It lags the game. It's like they tack on these server browsers on these games that are broken. It's sad, man. The server browser shows incorrect pings. Battlefield had the same problem. Server browser was borked. Nobody can get the server browser right. Some matches never initiate. They fixed that. Faster text chat. The console has been re-enabled. So apparently the game does have a console. You can type in commands. Cheat detection. Now in place to ensure that all users are on the level playing field. They didn't have any cheat detection at launch. One does not simply GIRP QWOP cheap into Mordor. I feel like that card image where he's like. They fixed some USB headset issues and fixed the hologram icon staying on the screen after being used. So some minor stuff there. The big things that stood out to me was the cheat detection, the server browser, and the freaking auto aim, man. Why would you have auto aim in a PC game? Check it out, guys. This is over on joystick.com. Gonna get off that soapbox about Crysis 2 PC because it just highlights a bigger issue of just games coming out in these buggy states. I don't know if the developers are not getting enough time or they're just terrible coders. I don't know what's going on here. But Crysis 2 PC has been updated if you want to check it out. Oh, also, I think it may be over, but I think Direct to Drive had a deal on Crysis. On a bunch of other games, they get 20% off, but I think it's over now. You can get it for like $47 or something after the 20%. Okay, check it out. Now we're going to talk about the other shooter that everybody likes to talk about, especially us PC gamers. This is the new pride and joy. Remember last year I was like, Crysis was the PC gamers trophy. And now Battlefield 3 is definitely going to be the PC gamers trophy, especially after this story. Because Battlefield 3 will feature smaller multiplayer maps on consoles. Now, before you PS3 and 360 users get your shoes all caught up on, like, power lines, please note that you will have access to the full maps if you're in the air. The map limitation is going to be limited to the infantry. So if you're on the ground, you're not going to have access to the full map on the consoles. So if you have a PS3, 360, and you want to run around, you're not going to have access to the whole map. But if you get a jet, you get a helicopter, you get something that flies, you'll have access to the entire airspace. So that's good. At least you won't have to fly a jet around a 24-player size map. You can fly it around a 64-player size map. But the consoles are going to have a 24-player cap, whereas the PC is going to have a 64-player cap. And this is kind of something that was controversial when Battlefield 3 was announced that it was going to be available to consoles. Even myself, I was like, I don't want you guys to dumb down the game. Please do not dumb down the game for the consoles, because that's what Battlefield 2 was, to me, the last true PC version of Battlefield. Bad Company is a console port. It's a good game, but it's a console port. It was made for the consoles back then. It's kind of still feels console-ish. But Battlefield 2 was a PC Battlefield game, and Battlefield 3 is going to be the sequel to that. You're going to have a full array of vehicles and all kinds of cool stuff. But wait, there's a little nugget in this article that I want you guys to pay attention to. I saw this, and I was like, oh yeah, check this out. At this, I think it's Surfi, it was at I think it's a website. They said that the gameplay demo showed a more elaborate CQC mechanic than you would typically expect in a first-person shooter. A genre in which melee is generally relegated to a one-button strike. You guys know about the knife. COD and the other games, one-button kill. Check this out now. In Battlefield 3, you will reportedly be able to punch with either hand, deliver counter punches, even throw the enemy. I'll repeat that. You will be able to punch with either hand, you can go left or right, deliver counter punches, and even throw the enemy. This is why people are excited about Battlefield 3, guys. This is why PC gamers say, this is our new trophy. Crysis, you are now here. Battlefield 3, you are a new trophy. So the hype meter's climbing. And whenever the hype meter climbs, you got to be careful. So my expectations are going, no, it's too good to be true. Come down here. Because that just sounds awesome. It does. It sounds really, really good to have a pretty elaborate melee system in the game like that, where you can throw an enemy. That's just too cool. Check it out, guys. I was not expecting that nugget in here because they were talking about the consoles. When I read the article, I was like, what? Are you serial? What the deuce, man? Very, very cool. Check it out. Battlefield 3, smaller multiplayer maps for you guys on the ground for the consolers, but you'll have the full airspace in these maps. So we're going to shift gears a little bit, talk about Steam, one of our favorite PC gaming platforms where you can, friend up, have a Steam community, forums, and all kinds of stuff, download games, patch games. Very, very cool system. Going to be making its way to PS3 pretty soon with Portal 2, and I'm going to be happy to see Steam over there. And Steam has been updated to leverage the Silk audio codec. And you're like, Bwana, what in the world does Silk have to do with voice chat? Clearly, Silk isn't thread. Silk is made by a spider. Silk is a cloth that is used for other purposes. It is not used for voice. No, Silk is an audio codec used by Skype. So if you've ever used Skype, you've used Silk. I had mixed feelings because Skype does sound pretty good. A lot of streamers on Justin.tv and other sites use Skype, but I'm partial to Mumble, and I know a lot of you use TeamSpeak, and they use the Speaks codec. TeamSpeak and Mumble use the Speaks codec, and the audio quality is noticeably better with Mumble than it is on Skype. You get really, really good audio quality on Mumble with the Speaks codec. So I was kind of hoping they would use the Speaks codec, but they're going with Silk. And if you guys are limited on bandwidth, you might be concerned because this is going to use a tad bit more bandwidth for voice chat. So if you use voice chat on Steam, they said that Steam Voice used a required 15 kilobits per second of bandwidth, whereas Silk is a dynamic bitrate protocol which varies in its use of bandwidth between 8 and 30. So if you've ever been on a Skype call, you know that, especially on my phone, I've been on a Skype call with my family, and the voice quality will drop and go up and down as your signal degrades. So if you get in a bad spot, you sound like you're on a CB radio, and you get in a good spot, you sound like the person's in the room. So it's got that varying thing. That's probably why Steam went with this. Speaks kind of does this as well. But maybe that's why they wanted to do it with Steam. So check it out, guys. SteamPowered.com has the details about Silk and how it's being integrated into Steam. So moving along, we're going to talk about something a little bit serious. A lot of you guys know about the Japan earthquakes, and a lot of people are putting together all kinds of cool charities and ways to give to this disaster relief. This one kind of caught my attention because it's something that I actually enjoyed listening to, and that's Chiptune. Chiptunes are what some people even call 8-bit music. They sound like the old video game music with the sound effects and stuff. So Chiptune artists, they're raising money for Japanese disaster relief. So you can go to this project called Chip in Japan and donate. I don't know if they have a minimum amount, and they have 90 songs for you to use. So once you donate, you get access to 90 Chiptune songs. I haven't listened to any of them yet, but I encourage you guys to go check it out. If you're into Chiptune and you want to donate to Japan, this is a good way to get something good out of it and actually donate to Japan. So check it out. They are saying that they're going to work with dozens of Chiptune artists. They're offering a massive compilation of Chiptune tracks, and they're going to pledge the money. I believe it's going to the Red Cross directly. So you'll be you'll be knowing that the money is not going to be going to somebody's pocket, hopefully. So check it out, guys. Chiptune artists raising money for the Japan disaster. Now, you guys thought I forgot about the 3DS, didn't you? It's like, I hate this stupid game chat with Bwana. Obviously, the 3DS came out on Sunday. He's not even talking about the Nintendo 3DS. It's obviously the biggest story that came out of the history of biggest stories on the planet, and Bwana's just being a dumb idiot. He's a Nintendo hater. He doesn't like the 3DS because he's a Sony fanboy. I hate my life. Check it out, guys. 3DS owners are reporting all kinds of cool stuff, good and bad. A lot of people love the 3DS already, and it's definitely going to change the scope of mobile gaming. Generally, the feedback I've been seeing on News for Gamers and other outlets is that people like what they like their purchase. Personally, I think the title, the initial title library is very, very weak. The hardware is very strong, and the capabilities of the 3DS are kind of weak at the moment because they're going to be rolling out new features later. But this article over on Engadget caught my attention because they said that users are reporting a crash screen on the 3DS, which is going to happen. You can't release new hardware and they never crash. It just doesn't happen. And it's called the black screen of death. And they ran a poll, and I looked at the results here. You can see that a very, very small percentage of the people who answered here has seen the BSOD, and you got to take their word for it. This is not scientific. It says, I've seen the BSOD. It's a visual representation of my mood. That's like 1.8%. So it's a small percentage of Engadget's poll that has seen the black screen of death. So the 3DS is definitely out. That one guy, I think his middle name is Triforce. I forget his name. Something Triforce Johnson. He was first in line again. He was first in line for the 3DS, or the 3D, the DS. He was first in line for the DS, and I think for the Wii as well. And he was shaking Reggie's hand and stuff. So big fanfare around it. And I don't know why Nintendo always releases their stuff on Sunday. It's very, very weird. But if you get this black screen of death, let us know. Let's see if you get it a lot. I don't know what it is, what causes it. But if it's widespread, it'll be serious. But I don't think it's going to be widespread. It's probably localized. So so check it out, guys. This is over on Engadget.com. You got the details. And we're going to end our stories tonight that I'm going to discuss, and then we're going to move on to what you guys have. We're going to end our stories with something that is very, very, very bittersweet. And that's Final Fantasy III, arguably the best Final Fantasy out. My favorite. You guys may have played it as Final Fantasy VI. Final Fantasy III. And I'm a little bit sad because it's $16 on the iPhone. I got Final Fantasy, the first Final Fantasy on my iPhone. I bought that. But this one is a classic. And I'm not going to knock it too much because they have actually done quite a bit with it. They have improved it with 3D graphics. They had 3D cutscenes now. Let me go down the list here. New and improved 3D visuals and story sequences. Smooth and intuitive touch panel controls, blah, blah, blah. Quicker browsing through the Monster, Beastery, and other game records. New visual designs of the Job Mastery cards. And Retina display compatible. So they put a little work into it. It's not just a direct port. I'm telling you, this, if you haven't played 3 or 6, Kefka. All I gotta say, it's Kefka, man. You just, but it's $16, so I can't really justify. That's just too high, for Final Fantasy. So guys, check it out. Final Fantasy 3 for the iPhone. It's bittersweet. It is definitely a great. I mean, I'm telling you, this is one of the top ones. You'll hear people say Final Fantasy 7 is the best, and I'm like, well, okay. You need to play 6/3. Yeah, so check it out, guys. Big landmark, because Final Fantasy 3, a lot of people don't know, it really changed the game. They did a lot of different things in 2 than 2. They did in 1 and 2 than they did in 3. I mean, a lot of the aspects you see in Final Fantasy today kind of stem from 3. That's where they did a big shift. So check it out, guys. App Store for $16. And that concludes all the stories I have. And now we're going to move on to our final segment where I get submissions from you guys on the forum here on Game Chat with Bwana.
Tune in to all things Bwana throughout the week on live.bwana.tv and on justin.tv/Bwana.
Okay, so let's get to our link submissions. I'm going to refresh this. We have a forum post where you guys have submitted links. And, wow, it scrolled down a little bit.
Cool.
And we're going to start off with Atlas. And this is the reason why I didn't talk about this, because I saw this. I was going to mention it, but Atlas has posted the link. Gamers are getting headaches from the 3DS, and Nintendo's telling them to stop looking at the screen. So yeah, apparently gamers are complaining, and this was something that people said in the reviews, that if you put the 3DS slider, the 3D slider all the way up, you kind of get a brain ache. And Nintendo has some advice for the hundreds of gamers complaining of headaches resulting in the use of the 3DS. Basically, take a break. That's what I got of it. It said if you get a headache, just put the thing down. Put the 3DS down and take a break. Let's see. Let's find a quote here. It says, as with anything that requires focus, from reading and staring at a computer screen, take frequent breaks is always recommended. Continue. When viewing any kind of 3D images, TV, movies, etc., some people might experience minor discomfort. The effects are short term and have no lasting effect, says you. In fact, most gamers can continue after taking a short break. Most gamers can continue. I feel bad for the other gamers who can't continue. I can't continue. The 3DS has fried my brain. Why, Nintendo? Why? The Nintendo 3D was designed with the 3D depth slider that lets user adjust the 3D effect to a level that suits them for optimal enjoyment. So Nintendo's basically saying, we got the slider there. If you're getting a headache, you probably got it up too high. And if you got it to where you want it and you still get a headache, take a break. And if you take a break and it still does it, sucks be to you, sucks be to you. Hi ho to Dario, sucks be to you. I don't know what else they can say. I really don't know what else Nintendo can say. It is 3D. When I watch a 3D movie, I watched, I think the last 3D movie I saw was Avatar. And I got a headache. I actually got a headache from it. So I had to actually take the glasses off and I was looking down for a while. I took a break. It was like a 30-second break during one of the stupid scenes. Many of them. And I got a headache. But I don't know. This is something that a lot of people were saying about the 3DS. They even said it in the initial reviews. They said that I was a little bit woozy after playing it. And I had to take a break. So Nintendo says, take a break, guys, if you get a headache. Thanks for the link, Atlas, for submission. Endless has posted the big games of spring and summer 2011. So let's check this out. Okay, looks like it's a list. We have a picture of Portal. Is that the Bulletstorm guy? Who is that? Gears? I know that's Duke Nukem. Is this a poll? Here's the big stuff coming out between now and the end of August, but what is the most stimulating your fancy in an involuntary giggle-inducing way? Okay, let's pick one. Portal 2, Dirt 3, Fear 3, Brink, Duke Nukem Forever, Catherine, Deus Ex, Human, Revolution, LA Noire, Mortal Kombat, Alice Madness, Returns, WWE All-Stars, other. I'd say Portal 2 and Brink stand out in this list. Probably followed by Deus Ex. If I had to pick between Portal 2 and Brink, I'd probably go Portal 2. So, okay. Next story. Jinx and Mojang team up for the official Minecraft merchandise. This is from Nicholas Fun Stuff, I should say. And it's a pretty nice creeper shirt there, guy. I like it. If you wear your love for Minecraft on your sleeve or torso, the Geek Apparel store Jinx has you covered. So apparently, Jinx is going to be partnering with Mojang to create T-shirts, and you can see the 3 Creeper Moon design, parody of the 3 Wolf Moon design, and just like they do with WoW shirts, they're going to be doing for Minecraft. So if you guys are into Minecraft apparel, you can go to jinx.com and you can get some of their Minecraft stuff. Did they have a date yet when this stuff's going to be available? Last time I read this, I didn't see a date. I don't think they have a date here, but it's probably going to be soon. Okay, check it out. Thanks, Nicholas. This is Emeraldale. What will the next generation of MMOs look like? This is an editorial on PC Gamer. Let's check it out. Okay. What will the next generation of MMOs look like? It says 2011 is shaping up to be the year of the MMO. That's definitely true. Lots of new MMOs coming out. DC Universe Online, Rift. We're going to have Terra, The Old Republic, Guild Wars 2, hopefully this year, if they ever announce a release date. So this says pretty in-depth articles, editorial, talking about the current gen, listing out questing instances, crafting, PvP, and combat. These are like the major MMO areas. So this says the future leaders. They said that Rift is doing a public quest right. I like that caption. And all I want to do was hand in a tiny quest before moving to the next zone, and then the Rift pops out. You got to fight a billion mobs. I like that. And then Guild Wars 2. Actually, they actually said that Rift is a very fun game, but revolutionary. Next generation, nope, not quite cutting it. I got a feeling they're going to go with Guild Wars 2. They said Guild Wars 2's dynamic events and combat combos are going to be the next big thing. I got to admit, those two things are definitely going to be innovative. Nobody's done anything like them. Well, actually, the dynamic events kind of have been done, but Guild Wars 2 is definitely going to take a new take on them, where the dynamic events are going to kind of progress into the storyline and keep on going and not just end like a Rift event does. And the combat system, I don't know. These action MMOs are definitely getting into the combat combos. I mean, even Vindictus does combat combos. So, but we'll see. This says Verdict is revolutionary and the next logical step in quest design. I would agree that the dynamic events are revolutionary, but combat combos, I wouldn't agree with that. Star Wars: The Old Republic. The feature of that is let your grunt grind while you handle the story. So basically, let's see, next gen combat, no way. So basically they're saying that this feature is not going to be the best. It says what we're looking at here is a top of the line current gen MMO, not something revolutionary or next gen. And then Terra. It's frantic, all right, but this is a signal of next generation MMOs, and I'm not so sure. So now what? Blah, 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 blah. So it's a pretty good editorial going through all these differentiators in these MMOs, basically pointing out what they bring to the table that other MMOs have not necessarily done in that fashion. I think this is a good article for that. I can't read it all, obviously, because it's way too much to read here. There's probably a lot that I'm missing. But they highlight some of the 4 biggest releases this year. They didn't mention DC Universe Online very much, but it's definitely a good read if you're into MMOs. So check it out, guys. This is over on PC Gamer. Thanks, Emmerdale, for the link. Next story is by Ben Taylor, UK. Canadian ISP admits to hating WoW. I remember this. So basically, they've admitted that they're throttling the bandwidth of WoW, which is kind of bad. Especially if you're a Canadian and if you play World of Warcraft. So these ISPs, Roger, has admitted that they have been throttling people's connection that play World of Warcraft. The ISP insists that it had only done so by accident as part of its efforts to clamp down on peer-to-peer file sharing. Now, in any other case, I would say they're lying. But they might have a point. Because WoW does use BitTorrent for its patches. unless that has changed since the last time I played it. I can buy that excuse. Don't know if it's true or not, but I can buy it because WoW does have some BitTorrent capabilities. So they're probably watching those ports. They probably saw that this particular type of packet, shaped packet from WoW, occasionally hits a BitTorrent port, and the WoW patches are pretty big. So maybe I don't know. It could be true. They said that after they investigated, they said that discovered that they couldn't tell the difference between peer-to-peer file sharing in World of Warcraft. It's just that the problem arises when players use peer-to-peer software at the same time as the game, and this person, Murphy, claims they didn't even have PTP software at all. And like I said, WoW has BitTorrent built in. So that's my take on that. They might have there may be a little truth in that. But if there's a little truth, then if it's not the complete truth, then it's a lie. All right, Ben Taylor's another link. Thanks for that one. New raid coming to Rift. Is it a Rift raid or a raid Rift? Oh no. 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 No, 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 no. Do I see zombie apocalypse in here? No, 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 no. All right. Let's read it. This patch is on a week-long invasion by Alsbeth the Discordant, a recurring villain. He will command a legion of undead across all of Talara. Oh. I am so sick of zombies! Anyway, this rift is going to have zombies across all of Talara. Rewards will include zombifying disguises and a spectral horse mount. Once the event is over, the item will never be given out again. Sad face. Anyway, if you guys are into zombies, you're in the rift, check it out. Bwana's not. Alright, here's a story by Toro-san. This is an interview review of Portal 2. Posted March 28th. Does it have spoilers? Possible spoiler alert. So, close your eyes. Possible spoiler alert coming for Portal 2. Possible, I haven't read this, I don't know. Possible spoiler alert. Okay. Let's look at the highlights of this. I can't read it all. Kind of TRDL or TRDR vibes coming up here. So they're talking about the storyline. There's a lot of big figures being knocked around. Looks like some technical stuff. An interview is not a good link to link to us on Game Chat. This is a lot of reading. Kind of need a highlight of what's in here because I'm getting TLDR vibes here. So yeah, if you want to check this out, you can check out this Portal interview on that site. George Hots, and this is a developing story, and it's kind of got some latest updates. I think even today, that apparently the hacker Sony claimed that he fled to South America. His lawyer said he didn't. And there's even some updates today that a lot of Sony's claims have been disproven. So this was posted last week, and since this has been posted, there's been some updates. But apparently, George Hotch, he basically is he is claiming that he planned this vacation a long time, and he's just taking a vacation. He's not fleeing. And Sony wants him for, I think, to get some documents or get some information about a PSN account. They claimed he tampered with his hardware before he gave it to him. They claimed that he lied about creating a PSN account. And I think some stuff came out today that kind of disproved that some serial numbers didn't match, and some manuals were kind of not available in an area or something like that. So, yeah. This is a soap opera developing, and the more it gets into that drama realm, the more I'm not interested anymore. It's just getting kind of sensationalized, and it looks like he's using this as a platform now. So, the more he does that, the more I don't want to read it. But if you want to check it out, thank you to our son for the link. Chibi says, wait, people are still making arcade games? I grew up on arcades. Wow, this is pretty cool. An unauthorized arcade version of Plant vs. Zombies. They got a cabinet. That's cool. They got a cabinet of Plants vs. Zombies. This is where? This is in China. Are they charging money for it? Are they actually charging? They got a full-blown cabinet. They got a whole line of them of Plants vs. Zombies. Oh man, this is bringing back memories. I used to go to arcades all the time growing up. We didn't have home consoles. We did, but they didn't have as many games as they do now. And the arcades were where it was, man. It was a social spot. Geeks met there, talked about comic books, talked about nonsense, fought each other in games against each other, 1v1. It was just so much fun. But wow, the Plants vs. Zombies arcade cabinets popped up at a recent amusement trade show in China, festooned with PopCap's signature style undead and vegetables art, somewhat altered on the zombie side for a little more variety. They basically have verified that it is unauthorized. Very, very interesting. Check it out over on Kotaku. Kotaku. All right, pros and cons of early ownership of 3DS. Another 3DS article. Cool. Big story here. Being a fan of technology and Geek Whiz Gadgets, take it to his bank account, blah, 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 blah. Let's see if they got a list. Thank you, Bold. Apparently, there's issues with the battery life. I think I remember hearing a 3.5 hour with all the settings jacked up. But if you turn the settings down, you get more. 3D is stunning. Augmented gaming reality or reality gaming is pretty cool. He says he managed to find a few games that he loves among the 16 currently available. Super Street Fighter 4 3D Edition. Ghost Recon Shadow Wars. Madden. And then he goes on to talk about some of the bugs. And then he concludes that the system is worth a purchase. So, just an early take on the 3DS here from Kotaku. Pretty good link. Check it out. And let's see. David the Geek posted one. Nintendo 3DS remains in stock. Demand overestimated. Sigh. You know, I actually saw this on News for Gamers. Some people were reporting that they weren't selling as many in their stores that they thought they would. Which, you know, this is kind of an early indicator, but I wouldn't put too much on those. But this, let's see what this is about. Nintendo noted that the pre-orders for his DS were 2 times the level of the Wii. Perhaps those pre-orders were enough to meet the demand. Modojo has reported that numerous stores still have plenty in stock on launch day and this morning. GameStop did say that demand has been very strong, but beyond the pre-orders, the demand certainly doesn't seem overwhelming. I guess that makes sense if you think about it. Those people who were really, really, really psyched about the 3DS on day one probably did pre-order. They probably did pre-order. And we're coming up. We're not coming up on many holidays in the United States. I mean, we got the summer. I mean, we got spring hitting. Not many. A lot of shopping holidays. I mean, maybe graduation presents as kids leave high school and go to college. But maybe Nintendo won't see strong 3DS. I mean, maybe they're timing it this way. Maybe by this holiday season, they're going to have all the game titles out. They're going to have all the features like Netflix out. So maybe they're betting on this. Yeah, income tax return season. I pay taxes, so I don't ever get a return. I always have to pay. So that I can't relate. But this is interesting. This is very interesting. So, some stores are reporting a lot of stock. I don't want to read too much into this because, like I said, as I think about it, the pre-orders are probably all the people who wanted it on day one. Now, 2-3 months from now, let's check it out. Let's see how the stock is 2-3 months from now. Thanks, David, for the link. Now we have Rick Laster asking me, what do I think about Notch's latest blog post? I don't know what Notch's latest blog post is. Okay. So another refresh here. I think that's going to take me to Tumblr. Oh. How'd you link this? Okay, so Notch has posted on his blog about Minecraft, Full Steam Ahead Captain. I have not read this yet, so let's read it. Someone pointed out to me that the most of my blog edits recently were about how I had no time to develop. I thought about it and realized that I only feel like I have time to blog when I'm being prevented from doing actual development. So I guess in one sense, the reason... Blah, 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 blah. I've been able to focus on development a couple of weeks, and we're hoping to get a new update out soon, which will include wolves. We talked about that last week. The ability to change your spawn point, and rather ambitious statistics tracking and achievement system. Once that update is out, we will spend time figuring out exactly what to do with modding, which should result in a nice modding API. Other cool news is that Jinx, we just talked about that. Blah, 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 blah. So what do I think about that? I think it's cool. I think we should employ Notch time. If Notch said it's coming next week, it'll be the week after. We love Notch, but he's almost always late. The wolves are going to be interesting. I don't know what to think about those. I got to see how they work in practice because I think they're going to kind of get out of hand. You're going to be running around with 50 wolves, and it might lag your client. So maybe if they put a cap on the number of wolves you can have, that might help. Being able to change your spawn point is something that I'm kind of used to with the mods that we use. So I'm glad to see he's building that in. Statistics tracking will be cool. Achievements, I'm not too sure about. I got to see the achievements to get excited about that. So that's what I think about it. All right, next story. PS3 hacker receives donations for legal funds. This is Lucifer. This sounds old. Is this GeoHot? Oh no, this is Alex. Okay, this is another guy. And you link to the News for Gamer story. So let's go to the source. This is Alexander Igor. Let's get his name right. Igorenkov asked his readers for donations to cover his court costs. He's being sued by Sony for working on getting Linux back to the system. He consequently received $14,000 in just 2 days. Now he's recruited blah blah blah. So he's got $28,000 to get Linux back. And you guys know what I think about this. It's like, who uses Linux on their PS3? I keep saying that. I mean, I'm like, sure, they shouldn't have took the functionality away, but who uses Linux on their PS3? No. Oh, man. There are people who do, but I doubt it's these guys. Linux was terrible on the PS3. It did not perform well. It was for very basic tasks. It was for very basic web browsing. Very basic, Open Office took forever to run on there. It was a good feature point to have. And they removed it. They shouldn't have removed it. I agree. Once you have features in, you shouldn't remove them. I agree with that. I boo Sony on that. But this is just ridiculous. People go into court to get Linux, and they go, yay, we got Linux. Okay, now what? What do you want to do? I don't know. Let's go play, I don't know. Let's play NetHack. Yeah. Oh, I know. Let's play the Bill Gates toaster game. No. Okay. Let's play, we can open Firefox? Oh, let's install Google Chrome. Let's put Google Chrome on here. Yeah. Oh, I got it. Let's run a Minecraft server on our PS3. Woo! Sir, where did this fire start? I don't know. We tried to run Minecraft on our PS3, and then all of a sudden there were these sparks and explosions, and then the cat jumped on my face, and I ran out the door screaming, and then I bit my face off, and then I don't know what happened. Thanks for the link, man. Kados. 5 cool Minecraft mods on IGN.com. Build with ease. Here's some. Let's hope they got a list. All right, they do. Zan's Minimap. I have this installed. This is a cool Minecraft mod. You get a full map of the area. Something I personally think should be in Minecraft by default. Notch is against it. Everybody knows it. But Zan's Minimap mobs gives you a very good map. You can do waypoints, full map, zoom in. They got square, circular maps. A compass system with it. Very, very cool. Check that out. Alien's Material Finder mod. Now this sounds like just stupid. Looks like, yep, it just shows you where all the ore is. Which just kind of takes the fun out of the game. That one I'm kind of against. The minimap mob doesn't show you where all the ore is. It just prevents you from getting too lost. Kuro's Move Plus mod. Looks like a speed hack. That'll take the fun out of it. Messiah Andrews Renderer Wrapper. This mod lets you start Minecraft in custom resolutions. I just resized the one to 3D modes and such. Okay. Rizugami's Death Chest. Oh, I remember this. If you die, all your stuff is in the chest. I think I've seen this. So your stuff doesn't disappear, I think. It says, with this installed, if you're carrying a chest in your inventory, it'll simply drop the chest at the spot on your death instead of a supernova of inventory items. Yeah. Cool link. Minecraft mods. 5 of the popular ones. I do use one of them. Zan's Minimap mod. Thanks for the link. And Ben Taylor has another story. AMD challenges NVIDIA over who has the fastest graphics card. Let's see. AMD challenges NVIDIA. Those of you who don't know, AMD did buy ATI. So we're talking about ATI, the former ATI. Rival firm AMD has called out NVIDIA on its claims, arguing that its own high-end card, the Radeon HD 6990, is in fact the fastest card, and NVIDIA believes otherwise, and that it should prove it or just don't say it. Give me facts or shut up. At AMD, we pride ourselves on both the excellence of our products and the integrity of our messaging. PR, but I was going to say that sounds like a very, very politically correct statement. Oh my gosh. The AMD Radeon HD 6990 achieves the highest default single graphics card score of X3333333. Oh, 3303 using the industry standard 3D Mark 11 benchmark. And when we launched it, we issued a press release and we proudly called it the world's fastest graphic card, fully scored, blah, 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 blah. Our competitor has also issued a press release announcing the launch of the world's fastest graphic card, blah, blah, blah. So they're basically saying put up the stats or don't call yourself the world's fastest graphics card. I don't care. I can't afford neither one anyway. But that's a very cool article nonetheless. Seeing these big companies duke it out in the PR arena. Check it out. Okay, Magica. Let's talk about one of our favorite indie games, Magica. This is over on Kotaku. Official bathrobes. That's kind of scary. I like Magica, but I don't like it that much. What did they do to your site? This is terrible. When you're done bathing in your blood of your enemies, okay, no, I don't do that. Towel off and slip into one of these lovely official bathrobes. $85 a pop. No. Just no. 85. No. 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 No! All right. Thanks for the links, guys. That's all the submissions we have tonight. Game Chat with Bwana episode 14. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. Now, it is title time, title time, title time, title time, title. Get your titles ready. And tonight we're going to do things a little bit different. We're going to get the best titles and we're going to put up a freaking poll for the freaking stuff. Because it's title time. Oh, yeah. It's title time, baby. Let's do this thing. Game Chat with Bwana. Okay, let's look at this. We got to come up with a title for tonight. Chip and tune in for a Beta Silky experience. Ooh, that includes everything. RC Creeper Pro-Am. Mojang's Jinx Minecraft. Black Screen of Death could be your Final Fantasy. Ooh, I see what you did there. Luke hacks QWOP for auto aim. I want to be Luke. The Cylons and the man with the plan. Beta Chip and the QWOP for Beta Chip in and QWOP for more MMOR 3D. Holy moly. Crysis for 3DS owners, black screen of creepers. What? Headaches from auto aim, but soon fixed by Mr. Luke. Just a big no. GIRP is spread throughout Rift. Open a zombie rift in your Magica bathrobe. Zombies are taking over Talara. GIRP, Derp, and QWOP. I like that one. I really like that one. Kim Jong 2 for world leader. No. Motion activated creepers defend the battlefield. Auto aim gets patched by Mr. Luke, and there's what? G.I. Joe with the Kung Fu grip. Oh, the Kung Fu GIRP. I see what you did there. What you did there. I see it. GIRP, Crysis in the Old Republic. Creepers don't QWOP into MMOs. Creepers win war and burn PS3s. Angry Creepers of Death blows your enemies away. Crysis 2 aims to fix bugs. Mario scores coins for Japanese Crysis. Oh! That's very good. Oh, I see what you did there. Jinx uses all the aim, Rift loses out of control, Jedi. QWOP is a battlefield. 3DS gives headaches, what to do? Turn it off. Steam is now smooth as silk. Ooh, coming with the big guns. Yeah, PC games, 3DS, and hackers. Mr. Rift patches up your new free games. Artists chip in with chiptunes. I see, yeah, you make me fun with words. Mojang releases Mo Swag. Angry Birds throws creepers at Mr. Man and the plan. No, Angry Birds throws creepers at Mr. Man with the plan. Don't think of saying no of 3D. Sony has the hots for George. I like that. The land of QWOP greets you with GIRP. No, QWOP killed the Jedi. PC games, 3DS. Oh, wait. Insert title here. I'm back on JDV and there's no early April Fool's joke. I see what you did there. Creepers, GIRP before getting a 3DS headache. QWOP is the new game. Oh, okay. Woo. Okay. Lucifer, Fish Twit, and I think Fish Twit. Let's see. Let's scroll up. The first one we're going to throw on the poll is GIRP, Derp, and QWOP. Put that in the poll, whoever's doing the poll, the moderator who's creating the poll. GIRP, Derp, and QWOP. The second one is going to be the Japanese Crysis one, which I think was Lucifer. Mario scores coins for Japanese Crysis. And this third one, Sony has the hots. Well, actually, I didn't talk about that story, so that was kind of user submitted one. That's a great title, though. Let's go with the Steam one. Steam is now smooth as silk. So the three, I need four. Okay, we'll do that one. Sony has the hots for George. That's one. Steam is now smooth as silk. That's two. Mario scores coins for Japanese Crysis is three. And the fourth one is GIRP, Derp, and QWOP. Those are the four. Put up a poll link, pretty please, and post it in the chat, whichever mod is doing that. And you guys will vote on it. We'll look at the results, and whoever wins will win. I'll bring the chat back up. I just don't have anything to show you. Alright, who's got the link? Where's the poll? I told you I wanted this to be quick. Thank you. Oops, I just moved the chat. So please click on the link that B. George just posted to vote. What is your pick for Game Chat with Bwana 14? We need Luxifers in there. We're missing one. Luxifer. Oh, there it is. It's there now. Wow, it just popped up. Okay, so they're there. It did that for me too, Cali Turk. I only saw 3, and then it just like came at the last second. That was weird. It's there. It's there. So what do you guys think of this? You guys have fun tonight? I think we had a pretty good show. Tell your friends about Game Chat with Bwana, because we have fun here. Everybody still voting? B George, you can stop it in about 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Stop in 2 minutes. Post the link again, please. Vote in that poll for the title of tonight's show. The song is called Ditto Ditto, Creative Commons Free Music. Over at dig.ccmixter.org. The bot auto times out anybody who posts a link that's not permitted first. Unless you're a regular, yeah. Oh, you're welcome, Raziami. Thanks for coming by. Ready! I am ready! Let's see the results. Let's see the results. I'm gonna click on the. You're gonna release the links or the results and open up the results. Yay! The winner is GIRP, Derp, QWOP, GIRP, Derp, QWOP, GIRP, Derp, QWOP, GIRP, Derp, QWOP. All right, we got our title. Tonight's title is the winner is Fish Twit. Fish Twit has won this week's title. He wins the grand prize of absolutely nothing. He gets bragging rights till next week. Adds to his mantle of titles that he has done for Game Chat with Bwana. So thank you, Fish Twit, for being awesome with the titles, man. We appreciate it. All right, guys, that concludes episode 14 of Game Chat with Bwana. I want to thank everybody for coming by. We do this every Monday night at about 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern. We're about to wrap this episode up. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to youtube.com/IOBUFFA. That's IOBuffa. You can also come by at live.bwana.tv periodically. I'll be streaming video games, just not TV. And subscribe to that as well. You can subscribe to my Twitter, twitter.com/Bwana, and twitter.com/Bwana Live to be notified when I go live. All right, guys, that concludes episode 14 of Game Chat with Bwana, and that is a wrap. See you all next week. Bye.
Queen?